Welcome to my anti-heteronormativity, anti-classism, anti-establishment ethnic palace, also known as AHATASSCECEMY, also known as ASHATCASM. Here at Wellesley, we are dedicated to diversity and loving all of our siblings. In fact, we're all about the big D. This is my Canadian sibling. This is my German sibling. This is my Chinese sibling. This is my biracial sibling. And this is my Japanese sibling.
I'm Singaporean.
Are you for real?
Live and in color.
You're watching Boobtube!
What's on the Boobtube? What's on the Boobtube? What's on the Boobtube? What's on the Boobtube? You can turn the world on with a smile.
Hello, Wellesley. I'm Tara Gupta.
And I'm Hannah Gross, and thank you for joining us for the season finale of Boobtube.
There is also another finale tonight. After conquering the freshman 15, surviving sophomore slump, and overcoming numerous violent bouts of senioritis, my co-anchor Hannah Gross is finally graduating.
I am sad to leave, but I have a great feeling about the new green class. Take, for instance, Caitlin Campbell, who protested a slut-shaming, abstinence-only assembly at her high school. The principal called Wellesley to say that Campbell was a disrespectful student. But much to the principal's chagrin, all he heard on the other line was Kim Bottomley snapping. Welcome to Wellesley, Caitlin. You and the other members of the class of 2017 have a lot to look forward to. The beautiful lake, the engaging classes, the diverse community, and of course, a plethora of acronyms.
Acronyms on campus can be super confusing. WA, WAWA, WASAC. The other one, it is super impossible to keep them all straight.
For instance, Women for Caribbean Development, pronounced WICKED, is often confused for Wellesley College dancers, which makes for very confusing open meetings, where Caribbean student members are befuddled when someone asks to show them first and second position. Speaking of food, some disgruntled students have been filling out very angry comment cards in the dining halls after they serve ethnic food such as redneck sushi and south of the border brownies.
Students have also complained about inaccurate labeling of dishes. One student wrote, "Come on, Wellesley Fresh, chicken vindaloo? More like chicken vinda poo. Let's keep the recipes authentic and legit, okay?"
Speaking of authenticity and legitimacy, the various departments have come together to celebrate diversity through poetry. We have footage of the event. Take a look.
Oh, hi. Welcome to Diversity Day Poetry Night. I'm your MC, Helen, and we have some poems tonight. So, first up, we have a haiku from offended Wellesley girl. Here she is, right now.
A haiku about privilege. I am offended that race is rarely discussed in many haikus.
Problematic. A terrifically versatile word, the perfect ammunition to combat ignorance of all sorts. Someone speaking from a place of privilege, problematic. Stereotypes, internalized misogyny, and media depictions of marginalized groups, traumatic. Check your privilege, people. Make it automatic. Don't get caught saying things that are problematic. If you think I'm overly cinematic, pedantic, or emphatic, well then I think that you are being problematic.
Un poème sur les États-Unis. To me, this is not the land of the free. Instead, it is a place of misery. They do not understand the needs of an 18-year-old gourmand. In France, our livers, they just develop early.
Well, thanks for coming out tonight, or staring at us aggressively while we did this in your study space. I also want to thank Sofsy for providing snacks, and Wellesley Energy and Environmental Defense for putting on an awesome bake sale.
Here's a fun fact. Mississippi just ratified the 13th Amendment 148 years too late. Due to a clerical error, it wasn't until a screening of the film Lincoln that they finally remembered to officialize it. Leave it to Ole Miss to come to the 19th century in the 21st century.
And next time you're late on an assignment, just remember, at least you did it faster than Mississippi.
I always forget how to spell Mississippi.
Mississippi.
Well, for those of us who rely heavily on spell check, are you sick and tired of those harsh red zigzag lines defacing the pages of your politically correct academic jargon? Well, look no further.
Social justice friendly spell check has the answer to the prayers of all politically correct academics.
This affordable software plugin will override your computer's programming to ensure that you never again need to add words like othering, intersectionality, cisgender, or heteronormative activity to your Microsoft Word dictionary. Spell check isn't the only thing that gets on my nerves. Email. I swear Google deletes things just to spite me for not cleaning out my inbox.
Girl, you are not the only one with email woes. Recently, a Wellesley student was nearly expelled for not answering her emails.
Upon further investigation, it was found that all her emails were going to YKim5 instead of YKim15, who was then forwarding them to YKim7.
Awkward.
So I'm from Kentucky, a little place in which we have something called inherent racism, in which people think it's okay to just walk up to me and start touching my hair. Today, I'm turning the tables on Wellesley students. I'm gonna touch their hair. I'm Maya, and what's your name?
Helena.
Hi, Elena. Quick question. How'd you get your hair so exotic? This is the color I want.
Wow. Wow.
Personal space and how that is a thing that relates between
Your hair makes you look just like a happy bird.
Thanks.
What ethnicity do you think I am?
I would have to ask you that. I don't know. I wouldn't want to label you with an ethnicity.
So cute. So PC. But guess.
Mixed? Is that an ethnicity? Do I get to say that?
I don't think I even need to make a joke there. Please speak something in your native language of exotic.
Hi.
Well, what does that mean? Thank you for your time. Thank you.
Recently, WA, Wellesley Asian Alliance, and Mescla launched campus-wide poster campaigns to confront stereotypes.
To complement these posters, an anonymous group on campus has also created a poster campaign. Here in the studio, we have a few examples.
Did you know that 43 out of the 44 U.S. presidents have been white?
Don't compare me to your exotic beauty standards!
I'm white, I'm straight, and I can dance.
Welcome to Snaps, an intimate segment where we shame those who just don't get it. If you're not from the ghetto, don't use the word ghetto. When your heel breaks, you are not ghetto. When you wear a baseball cap turned backwards, you are not from the ghetto. When you want to wear baggy clothing, not ghetto. Proper definition of the word ghetto. A thickly populated slum area inhabited predominantly by members of a minority group, often as a result of social or economic restrictions. Society, let's not make the word ghetto cool. Let's not add it to our arsenal of slang words. Would those from the ghetto want to say they're from the ghetto? Probably not. Snaps to that.
By the way, any updates on the gay marriage movement?
IDK Hannah, let me check the gay agenda! Colorado is the most recent state to legalize civil unions for LGBT couples. Couples lined up to legally formalize their relationships at the state courthouse last Wednesday, May 1st. While support for gay marriage is at a record high in the United States, the members of the Republican National Committee voted unanimously to reaffirm the language in the GOP platform defining marriage as the union of one man and one woman. Jesus had two daddies, and he turned out okay.
Well, if there's one thing we learned today, it's that there's lots of diversity here at Wellesley, but we can agree on one thing. We hate Cisco and the snail pace internet.
Thanks for watching Boobtube, and we'll see you next season.